All right, so we'll get started here talking about some things thrive. All of you have this in front of you. We're just basically going to go through this, talk about thrive. You have some other literature you can look at when we're all done chatting away here. And then we're going to make something quick on the stove, something that whips up in just about 5-7 minutes. And we'll come back.
We'll come sit here.
We'll do a few more. We'll talk a little bit more and then we'll be done. Okay, so thanks for coming. I've been a consultant with Thrive Life for about 4 years, and I started because my husband and I like to go backcountry camping, and so we wanted to take lightweight, nutritious meals on the trail with us. And so we would put a meal like this together in a Ziploc bag, and that would take a lot of weight out of our packs. And so that's what my main interest in Thrive was at the beginning. And now I use Thrive almost, well, not, I shouldn't say every meal of the day, but I use it for breakfast, and I use it for lunch, and I use it for dinner, and I use it for dessert, and I use it for my smoothies. So I use Thrive all the time, and it just whips up fast, and it's really, really good, really nutritious. So we're going to talk about the health of Thrive, the time, and money. Okay, so we'll start with health. When you go to your grocery store, how fresh do you think your produce is?
2 weeks old already.
2 weeks old, yeah.
Hmm?
Any other guesses?
3.
3. It's pretty old, right? There's nothing that, I should say nothing.
It's all picked green so they can ship it.
Yeah, it's nothing that's fresh from the farm, right? The day before. So if you look in here, there's a fresher than fresh page, and you also have a Tale of Two Bananas. It's a similar thing, but we'll look at this one. So if you look at on the right hand side of that, this is the process of getting food from the farm to the grocery store. So on day 1, it's picked super early. The bananas are green, the peaches are hard, right? Those kinds of things. It's transported, and then it's put into a package and off it goes. So a lot of our produce, bananas, oranges, they come from pretty far away. So they're being transported for a week-ish. Like, I don't know how long it takes, but they're on the road for a long time. And then when they get to our country, we may not have somewhere for them to go just yet, or maybe they need to get stuck in customs, or I don't really know that process either. But so they're put into cold storage. Cold storage, you might think that some of your food is fresh, but did you know that some foods like apples, potatoes, they can stay fresh for up to 2 years in cold storage? That's kind of yucky. It's not even current, like it's old news, right? So then finally it comes out of cold storage and it still might be green. And so then it's put into a chamber and artificially ripened. So do you know the process for artificial ripening?
It's a gas.
It's a gas. It's a hormone gas. So we came with enough hormones in our bodies. And so what they do is they put the food in the chamber, seal it up, and they inject a hormone gas into it, and it changes the exterior of the food. So have you ever seen an orange at the grocery store that has little green spots on it? Those little green spots, you should look for them. Or maybe not.
I don't buy oranges.
Okay, just never eat oranges. But those little green spots are where, like, you can see the true color, and then the rest of the orange has been changed, right? So it's kind of like, ew, what am I eating? It doesn't do anything for the actual fruit that you're consuming, okay? So then finally it gets transported again to the grocery store. It's the right color, but now you have to purchase it, take it home, and eat it in time because it's probably going to go moldy in a couple of days. So I don't know if you've had rum luck like me, but it seems like every time I want to pick a carton of berries, there's always one that's already mushy or already moldy in the carton, right? And so it doesn't even make it to the point of getting to my house because it's already going bad sitting in the grocery store. So now when you compare that with the grocery store process to what we call the Nutrilock process, it's only four steps from getting from the farm to your house. So they pick it when it's ripe, when it's naturally ripened on the vine or on the tree or whatever the case may be. And then usually at the farm they flash freeze it. And so flash freezing is the process of single layer, getting the fruit or vegetable down to an extreme low temperature so that you can lock in all of the flavor, all of the nutrients. And then it's transported to the facility in Utah where it is freeze dried, and freeze drying is the process of removing moisture. Dehydrating is similar, but freeze drying is a cold process, dehydrating is a hot process. So it's a little healthier to do it the cold way. And then it's put in a can and it's ready to go to your house. So it's as simple as that. So a lot less time, a lot more nutrition in the food there. Okay, does that make sense? Any questions about the health side of things? I didn't think so. Didn't even give you a chance, no. Okay, so then, let's talk time. How many of you have so much extra time in your lives? Well, I don't believe you. I don't have very much extra time in my life. So imagine the scenario of you have 30 minutes at home. You need to have dinner, you need to make a phone call, you need to, I don't know, switch over the laundry. You need to do a couple things at home, but you have to get out the door. What are you going to make?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah?
I'm going to pick something up.
We are going to pick something up from where? Where's your favorite fast food?
Oh, don't even ask.
Okay, well, I would go to like Harvey's because Harvey's is my favorite.
Really?
So, yes, really. But not a healthy option. Or you might, I don't know, toss a pizza pop in the microwave or something. Like you're going to do something fast, right? So what if you knew that you only needed 10 minutes to make a nutritious meal and then you would still have time to eat it and do all those other things? So this is an example of that again. This is a beef minestrone soup that I've already put together, but if it was a regular day, you'd have to pull out your cans and scoop things in. So add yourself a minute, I guess. But in here is hamburger, there's onions, carrots, tomatoes, green onions, red peppers. So there's lots of vegetables in here. It's a really nutritious soup. All I have to do is boil 5 cups of water, add all the ingredients, and then as soon as the macaroni that's in here is cooked, I have my hot and ready meal, right? So saves you a lot of time when you're rushing around having a crazy day. And do you guys love chopping and washing and peeling all of your vegetables?
Yeah.
No. How much time does that take you to do, Cindy?
That's why I don't do stuff, is because it takes too much time.
Because it takes so much time to
If
actually
I don't prepare it ahead of time, then it's just like...
Yep. Yep, exactly. And that's the most common thing that people say to me is I ask them, do you enjoy cooking? And they say, well, no, because I have to do all the work. So
it's the prep work.
It is the prep work. So in here, like you can see, it's already washed, it's already cut, it's not going to go bad. You only use the amount that you need. It's delivered to your door, no artificial flavors or colors, and it's non-GMO, it has no preservatives, and it's MSG free. So there's a lot of good things in the Thrive food and good benefits from the Thrive food that you might not get, you will not get at the grocery store, right? Okay, so that's nutrition and that's time. Let's talk about money. How many of you have copious amounts of extra money? None of us. We're still waiting for that lottery ticket, hey? So what is the most expensive food you buy? Andrea can't answer this because she knows the answer.
The most expensive food, meat.
The most expensive food that you buy. You think it's meat? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Meat? What do you think?
I didn't hear the question.
What is the most expensive food that you buy? Or would buy in years
I
past?
used to buy. Well, I guess meat was part of the problem, and,
Yeah.
but also some of your more the fruits, exotic fruits, they're more expensive.
Stuff that have come from far away. So, that's true, but it's also wrong. The most expensive food, you're waving at me. Yes?
It's the stuff you throw away.
There we go. The voice who doesn't get a face says it's the food you throw away. And that's right. So they've done studies about the food that we as consumers throw away. And it's estimated that the average household throws away between 20 and 40% of their food every single month. So you may as well go to the grocery store, buy 4 bags of food, and leave one behind because you're not going to eat it anyway. You're just throwing that money in the garbage, right? So when it comes to Thrive, if you buy some tomatoes from the grocery store and they go a little squishy, well, that's sad. You throw them away. Or you can buy a can of tomatoes from Thrive, scoop out the half a cup or a cup or whatever it is you need, pop the lid back on, put them back on their shelf, and then the next time you need to go and use them, they're going to be just as good and crispy and flavorful as the first time you open a can. Okay, so it saves you a lot of money in that way. The groceries come to you, so you also save time and money at the grocery store. Gas getting to and from the grocery store. Another study from the University of Ohio was if you made a trip to the grocery store 3 times a week, the gas alone there and back again over the course of the year was $350. Now that was in the States, and that was a few years ago, so gas was cheaper, and it's cheaper in the States anyway. So that would probably be, I don't know,
$900.
$900 for gas just to go for the grocery store. So if you think like me, that's I went to Rome round trip for $800. So that's my ticket to Rome right there. I love to travel. Okay, any questions about that? That was kind of the whirlwind of time, money, nutrition. It's all in here. We'll let you flip through that as we go. But do you want to try another thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, so we're going to make steamed green beans with red peppers. So this has red peppers, green beans, and onions in it from Thrive, and some Chef's Choice seasoning blend, which we're just going to toss a little bit in of. We've already got some garlic and the butter melted in the pan. And Cindy's going to measure out the things that we need here. So this would be something that you make as a side to your steak or whatever you want, really. How you use it is as flexible as how you would use your regular cooking. So if you can grab 1 cup, we need 1 cup of the red peppers. Scoop those right into the pan. Need some help there. There you go. Okay. Yeah, and then a cup of those. Good. And then for the onions, just do half a cup. Eyeball that. Yeah, that looks good. Now, freeze-dried foods crisp up really fast. So we've measured everything out, and then we're going to add about 3/4 of a cup of water. I put too much in there. Oh, and did you hear that? That's what we call the Thrive sizzle. Okay, so then the only other thing we need, the Chef's Choice is right there. And just give it a sprinkle. It says 3/4 of a teaspoon, but there you go. That looks like that to me. So super fast and easy. Now all we're gonna do is give this a little bit of a stir so that everything has touched water. It doesn't take any time at all for this to refresh. And then basically we're just going to let it soak up all of the extra moisture and soften up, and it'll be ready to serve. So we're gonna steam it because it says it's a steamed dish. I'm just gonna make it all even in there. So I want you to imagine that was probably what? A minute that took us? If it wasn't Thrive, we'd have to maybe thaw out the beans from the freezer. We'd have to chop up the onions, cry over them. Yeah. We'd have to chop up the red peppers, get rid of all the seeds and the pith and everything. And I don't know about you, but every other time I buy a red pepper, it's already half rotted on the inside. I just have really run luck getting a good pepper from the store.
Where do you buy it from?
Anywhere and everywhere. I've tried all kinds of different places, so I just have bad luck with my produce. So that's one thing. Like, this is something that you could take. Shoot, I forgot about the potluck today. So you make a quick side dish, because there's going to be other main dishes there. Double up the recipe, whatever. Put it in a little bowl, or even toss in some rice and make a little rice veggie salad or whatever. And then you don't have to worry about, oh, what am I taking to the potluck? Or, oh, I should serve something extra with that dinner. Or, right? You just throw in a little bit of the Thrive food. Doesn't take any time, and it's healthier and faster anyway. Okay? So, can you smell that? Can you stick your nose in there and smell it? You probably can just smell the garlic and the
I can.
Yeah.
I love the smell of garlic.
Yeah. Let it infuse into that a little bit. And the other thing that I really like about the Thrive food is that there's no extra cleanup. Like, this is a one pot deal, right? Whereas I would have a knife and I would have a cutting board, and if it was a little more elaborate of a meal, I would have another pot for rice or another pan for the chicken or whatever, right? Like, I would have several. I'd have a stove full of dishes, which I don't like, because I don't have a very big kitchen. Like, I don't have a lot of counter space, so I like to have my food on the stove, like, as I'm cooking, because then I don't have to try and, like, clean off my otherwise usually messy counter. So we still have some water in here, but we'll just see how soft the beans are. The beans are the thing that will take the longest to soften up out of the red peppers, the onions, and the beans. So let's try that one, see how it's doing. Well, that's super hot. Just gonna wait a minute so I don't burn my tongue. Yeah, and that's nice and soft.
Is it?
That's all it takes.
I didn't hear a crunch much.
No crunching. So, we'll scoop this out. We'll go over there, and we'll sit down, we'll eat it, and I'll keep talking. Okay, so I'm just gonna show what it looks like in the bowl. You saw it in the pan, it's exactly the same. So, now the question is, how do you get the food? And what should you do with the food? And how do you start? And all those great questions. So, in your handy brochure, on the inside flap here, this one, it talks about Simple Plate, Chef Pack, Snackies, and then the delivery service. So the delivery service is the best way to get the food. It's the most cost-effective way, and when your delivery service is $100 or more on any item, that's recently changed. It used to be only on select items. Any item is free shipping, but it has to be $100 plus.
Is that
okay?
US?
Mm-hmm. So you'll see here they've got Simple Plate and Chef Pack. So this is a Simple Plate meal. It's a meal kit delivery. You can put this in as part of your delivery order, and it comes with the recipe card and then all of the individual ingredients pre-proportioned and labeled with instructions on how to use the food, how to make a quick dish. These are really great for those crazy busy nights that you think, oh, what's for supper? Last night, actually, I was super tired, and I have a stack of Simple Plates, about 6 high, and I crouched, they're on the floor, because my kitchen is small. So I crouched down in front of them, and I was looking at them this way, and I was like, which one do I feel like making? So when you're really tired, it's already done. All you have to do is add a couple ingredients from your own kitchen, like water, butter, oil, and you're done. So super handy. And the great thing about this meal kit delivery is it's not like other meal kits where you get the fresh produce, but you still have to do all the washing, all the chopping, all the cleaning, everything. Whereas this is usually 1 or 2 pots or pans. So quick and easy, and you don't have to worry about using it up right away. You can use it tomorrow or in 2 months or in a year. So the other thing that's listed on there is the chef pack. So a chef pack is what we tried tonight is the steamed green beans with red pepper. That's a chef pack recipe. So the difference between these recipes and the Simple Plates is that these come with recipes, but they come in a box like this with a stack of recipes. So you usually get 6 or 7 recipes, and then it comes with 9 cans of the ingredients so that you can make the meals from the cans themselves. So if you want to make a couple of the recipes, you can, or if you want to experiment by throwing in the peas into one of your dishes or trying the pork on its own in a hamburger or whatever, then you can start to figure out how to use the food as you would in your own regular dinner menu, right? So these are super handy. I really like the chef's pack. They've got 3, a chicken, beef, and a pork. The one that we tried tonight was pork, and I really like the chicken one. They have a chicken fajita recipe, and it's so good. And the other thing that it talks about on here are the snackies. This is just a good way to snack on the go, a little healthier, but you can customize your snacks however you want. So you can order snackies pouches, or you can do what I do, and I just order whatever fruits and vegetables I like, that I know I'm going to eat, put them in a Tupperware container, and away I go. That's my snack for the day. So just depends how you want to go ahead and do it. Okay, now they also have a couple other options. They have what are called express meals. Dave and I ordered a bunch of these for when he's here to cook alone, because you add water and the meal and you're done. But they're also really good like for the camping trips. We took a couple of these camping with us, and they just introduced these to-go meals. This is the chicken fajita. It's the same recipe that you would find in the chef pack. But basically this is a quick little lunch. You just rip off the top, add in your hot water, and you could eat it straight from the bag, or you could put it in a tortilla, or you could crunch up some tortilla chips and put it in there, however you want. It's just, now you have no excuse to say, I was too busy to pack a lunch, right? Because it takes no time to grab a to-go meal and put it in your purse. So a couple of things like this, or the snackies, those are the kinds of things that a lot of people will keep them in their car, in their purse. I like to have some of the fruit around because sometimes my blood sugar gets low and I'm just like, I need something quick. So Thrive has come to my rescue a few times when I'm super hungry, super low blood sugar, and I just need something right now. Okay, so in your other literature, you've got becoming a fan. When you host a tasting like this one, where you taste the food, you become a fan. We don't call you hosts anymore. So you can earn some really good perks by sharing with your friends and family free and half-price food. So that's an awesome way to get some of the food. Of course, there's the delivery service that we talked about, and then there's this page which talks about becoming a consultant. It breaks down how you get paid. The commission breakdown is up here at the top, and then it has on the back the the starter kits. These are brand new kits, and they are designed to get you set up to share right away. So you can hit the ground running. They've got some of these to-goes. They've got a couple simple plates. You are ready to go when you order one of these kits. The social seller is a good one for people who want to dabble a little, maybe just share socially when they have people over to their house or whatever the case may be. The Business Builder, the 265, is the most popular kit, and you get a lot of items for the $265, so there's a really good value here. And it sets you up to really hit the ground running, build a business, have a lot that you're able to share right off the hop. And the only difference between the Business Builder and the Business Builder Plus is a rotation system. So it's a 6-foot tall shelving unit. It's one of Thrive Life's original products. It's first in, first out. So you put the cans in the top and they come out the bottom, and you're constantly refreshing your supply. So you can choose which one of those rotation systems you want if you go the $4.99 route. Okay? And then the other thing you have here, of course, is your order form on the back. You can choose if you want one of these chef packs. Otherwise, you can customize your delivery with whatever items you like or have liked today. Or they have for you started options that you can choose starting at $199. Or sorry, I should go backwards. Starting at customizing your delivery, $100 or more is free shipping. And then you can do a simple plate and a chef pack, or a simple plate, chef pack, and snacky. So we talked about all of those, up to $199 for the classic size, which is this size. Okay, so what that does is that sets you up for 3 months, so that you get a few simple plates, a chef pack, and some snackies every single month. A lot of people will start with this one because they want to dive in, they want to taste some of the meals, they want to get a few of the individual items, they want the recipes so they can learn how to use it, and so on and so on. If you have any kind of allergy or dietary restriction, that's where you would customize by picking things out of the catalog. Okay, so on the top, fill in your name, your email, and your phone number. If you don't, I'm going to ask you for them anyway. In the middle, you choose how you want to start your delivery, and then beneath it, your kit when you start as a consultant. There's not a place for your birthday, but we do need your birthday to set you up as a consultant. And then your credit card information there on the bottom. Okay, so fill that in. I'll give you time to look at all of the other literature that you have, and I'll come around and answer any of your questions.